Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new video. Today in this video I'm going to teach you a really cool card transfer effect with 4 aces and 4 kings. And then if you stick around, I'm actually going to teach you how to do that trick. And after the video, when you're finished watching, if you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. And also in the comments below, let me know what you think about how I taught the trick. Did you understand it? Were you able to understand everything? Did I explain everything properly? You let me know, because on this channel, as you know, I really only do the tricks. I don't ever really do tutorials, and the reason is because I'm not really good at teaching tricks, but that's for you to decide. So again, like I said, in the comments below when you're finished watching the video, tell me if I did a good job. So that's all I have to say right now. Let's go straight to the performance. Okay, so now that you've seen the trick, here is how to do it. What you need to do is you need to get a deck of cards, and from the deck of cards, obviously you need to pull out 4 kings and 4 aces. Now, I have the aces in the same order as the kings, but you don't have to do that. I just do it because it looks nice. And whatever way you want to start, you can either put the aces on top of the kings or the kings on top of the aces. For me, I'll put the kings on top of the aces. And if you want to follow along exactly, you can do the same, or you can do it the other way around, because either way it doesn't really affect how this explanation, kind of how I explain how to do the trick, doesn't really affect anything. So what you want to do is you want to start off with the pile face up, right? You're starting off the pile face down, and then you turn it face up and you show what you have. You show you 4 kings, and as you deal them down, you just show you a king, flip it over, king, 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 ace, 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 ace. Alright? Now that you've shown all the cards that you have, right now your audience will know that your aces are on top. So that's what you're going to start off with. That's what you're going to start off doing. So from here, what you're going to make it look like is that you're counting off the 4 aces. Alright, but really what you're doing is you're counting off 3 cards, and then you're swapping the 3 cards out for the remaining 5 cards. So here's what that looks like. You can see I have another camera set up, so you can see from my view. You count off 4 aces, you go 1, 2, 3, and as you pretend to count the 4th card, you take the 3 cards that you have counted off, put them on the bottom, and swap them out for the remaining 5 cards. So now you have 3 cards here and you have 5 cards here, right? I'm going to do that again. Now I'm really exaggerating how you count the cards, but you don't actually exaggerate it this much. So you go 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one you put the 3 cards under all the remaining 5 cards and hold onto the 3 cards with your thumb and ring finger. Now I said I'm really exaggerating this. You don't leave that much of a gap, but I'm just showing you what you do. And then from here you pretend to count off the 4th card, but you're really taking the remaining 5 cards. Alright? But what that really should look like without the big gap is this, right? You go 1, 2, 3. That's as big as the gap should be, right? Now, to make this easier to count off the remaining 5 cards, you do not want to keep both packets lined up. You want to have the bottom packet pushed back just a little bit, so that there's enough room for you to clip the top packet and take them like that, right? So I'll show you that again. Now, it's important as well that every time you count, you go underneath. So you go 1 under, 2 under, 3 under. So that will it will get your audience used of seeing the way that you count the cards, right? So again, it will get the audience used of seeing the way that you count the cards, so that when you do the switch, it won't look like anything happened. So once you've counted off 3 cards, the third one, you take the 3 cards that you have, place them underneath, and keep them there, and take the remaining 5 cards. So now you've 3 cards here. Oh no, you have 3 cards here and you have 5 cards here. You want to take the 3 cards, put them down on the table, and make sure they're as squared up as possible. You don't want anyone to see that there's 3 cards here, because what they think is that there's 4 cards here and 4 cards here. So once you're in this position, you're going to turn over the top card, right? And by turning over the top card and people seeing an ace, that's just going to complete the illusion of this pile still being the pile of aces, when in reality this is the only ace and the rest of the cards are the kings, right? So you're going to turn over the top card showing an ace, and here's where the change happens. Here's where the transpo happens. What you're going to do is you're going to pick up the top 2 cards like this. So you can see I'm going to pick up the ace and the next card, and I'm going to keep them together, and I'm going to push them forward. And you want to make sure these cards stay together as flush as possible, so that it looks like it's only 1 card. That's what you want. You want to make it look like it's just 1 single card. So once you have pushed out, you just take it and put it into your other hand. So it looks like you've 1 card here and the rest of the aces here, right? So from here, this is how you do the change. You want to flick the cards, right? And as you flick the cards, you want to make sure this card, or these 2 cards but really looks like 1 card, you want to make sure this card goes down first, because when this card goes down and it lands on top of the rest of the kings, this hidden card is also going to land on top of the rest of the cards. And when that happens, you can pick that card up and show it freely, because now you can actually show that there actually is 4 cards here, when in reality there wasn't before. So like this. So you want to change the aces into kings, give it a flick, and now you can actually pick this card up and give it to your spectator, and now you can actually show that there really is 4 cards here, because that card has just dropped on top, just like that. But obviously you don't want to do it like that. Like, you want to do both packets at the same time, but you want to make sure this card lands on top of the packet first, like this. Or, that was bad. Like this. Okay? So when you do that, you can now spread out all the kings, and then you can also show that these cards are now aces. And that's basically how you do the trick. I'm just going to go over it one more time really quickly, and then I'll end the video there. So again, you can set the cards up. I like to go this way: clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. And the same thing for these: clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. This time I'll put the aces on top. So you show what you have. You have the aces, and then you have the kings. You pick them up. You start counting them. You go 1 under, 2 up, 2 under, 3 under. Take these 3 cards, add them to the bottom, and take the remaining 5 cards on top. So you have 5 cards here and 3 cards here, but you don't want anyone to know that, because you just want people to think that you have 4 cards here and 4 cards here. So you take the pile in your left hand, put them down on the table. Then the pile in your left hand, turn over the top card, people see it's a king. You lift up the top card and the next card after it and push the 2 of them forward like that. Keeping them squared up so that nobody sees that there's 2 cards here. Take the 2 cards and put it in your hand like that. And from here you just flick, making sure these 2 cards fall first and then these cards on top. Like this. And then you can just square them up and spread them out, saying that these have now changed into the aces and these have now changed into the kings. And that's basically how you do the trick. That's just one of my favorite card transfer effects that you can do with 4 kings and 4 aces. I think it's really nice, and has a nice visual change. So yeah, if you like that, let me know by leaving a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you thought about my teaching skills, because on this channel I don't usually do tutorials. I'm only able to do the tricks, but like it's kind of difficult to teach the tricks. Like it's hard to put it into words how to tell you how to do the tricks. So that's why I never teach. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of my teaching on this trick. And hope you liked the trick, hope you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.